此局当以百方为凭，阴阳纵横。来。
Hi everyone! In the honor of King's official server, a new hero is set to join the Gorge, and his name is Yixing. That's right, he'll be the third mage releasing this December. But there's a good reason for this. On December 10th, a new animated show called Secret Level will debut on Amazon Prime. It's an anthology series based on 15 popular game IPs, with each episode featuring a different game. And yes, Honor of Kings is part of the lineup. There will be a dedicated episode featuring Yixing as the main character. So, it's no surprise they're releasing him in the official server. In today's video, I'll break down Yixing's skills in detail and talk about his gameplay. So let's get started. Yixing's passive is packed with some unique mechanics. His basic attacks deal magic damage, and when his skills hit an enemy, they apply a chi mark. Once an enemy stacks 4 marks, a stone piece appears under their feet, dealing magic damage and granting Yixing 1 stone. These stones are displayed on screen and play a crucial role in his gameplay. Now, while the skills translation on the Chinese server references that he's playing chess, it's actually based on the game Go, which uses black and white stones. You'll see these reflected in his abilities. For every enemy Yixing defeats or assists in defeating, he gains 5 stones. He also passively collects 5 stones every 60 seconds. Each stone increases his magic power by 1 point, with a maximum of 181 stones. Here's where it gets interesting. The stones generated by chi marks are drawn to the center of the second skill board formation, dealing magic damage to enemies along their path. However, if his first skill causes stones to hit the same enemy multiple times in a short period, subsequent hits deal reduced damage. But that's not all. Yixing's passive has a life-saving twist. If he takes fatal damage, he vanishes into nothingness, becoming immune to all attacks while gaining a 30% movement speed boost for 1 second. This effect has a 150-second cooldown and spawns a stone piece when triggered. Now, if you're thinking this sounds familiar, then you're right. It's similar to Destiny's passive, but with a slightly longer cooldown. And here's the interesting part. If you equip Destiny's passive item on Yixing, both effects can trigger separately, allowing him to survive 2 fatal blows. Pretty cool, right? Yixing's first skill is his main damage-dealing skill. He releases a stone piece at a designated position, granting vision of the area for 3 seconds and dealing magic damage. If the stone hits a target, it reduces the cooldown of his second skill by 0.5 seconds. The stone piece remains on the ground for 12 seconds. Now, here's where things get interesting. If a stone piece falls within the range of Yixing's second skill, it gets pulled to the center, dealing magic damage and applying a 50% slow for 1 second. When this combo hits an enemy, Yixing gains an enhanced basic attack that deals bonus magic damage. As you accumulate stone pieces, things get even better. Once you reach 50, 110, and 181 stones, an additional skill becomes available. You can activate this skill for a 5-second burst of movement speed. Plus, his basic attacks will be further enhanced, dealing even more magic damage. You can store up to 3 of these additional skills, saving them for when you need them most. Yixing passively stocks 1 stone piece every 6 seconds, up to a maximum of 2. And here's a key tip. You can place multiple stones on the ground and use his second skill to trigger powerful burst damage. But keep in mind, if a stone piece hits the same enemy continuously within 0.5 seconds, its damage will be reduced to 50%. Yixing's second skill delivers a powerful mix of damage and crowd control. It targets a designated area, dealing magic damage and creating a formation array on the ground. Enemies within the range are knocked up and pulled slightly toward the center, taking additional magic damage. The formation lasts for 10 seconds, forming a circle around the skill's position. When Yixing crosses the edge of this circle, he gains a temporary movement speed boost that decays over time. On the other hand, if an enemy crosses the edge, they'll be slowed for a short duration. Both effects can be triggered only once per formation. Keep in mind, if Yixing moves too far from the formation, it will disappear. This skill is crucial for setting up burst damage or controlling enemy movements, making it a key part of Yixing's playstyle. Yixing's ultimate skill is a game changer. He uses his position as one corner to draw a virtual Go board. Here's the cool part. You can hold down the skill to adjust the size of the board, from a massive 5x4 grid to a compact 1x1. While doing this, the camera zooms out, giving you a better view to position it perfectly. After 1.5 seconds, the Go board fully forms, knocking up all enemies within its range for 0.5 seconds. Once trapped inside, enemies cannot escape for 4 seconds. During this time, the board continuously applies 3 passive chi marks to enemy heroes and reveals the area within its boundaries. If an enemy hero is successfully trapped, Yixing instantly gains 1 charge of his first skill. Here's an interesting mechanic. The smaller the Go board, the shorter the cooldown, reducing it by up to 25%. Additionally, during the board formation period, Yixing gains a brief movement speed boost, allowing him to reposition quickly. This ultimate is crucial in teamfights, capable of trapping multiple enemies and turning the tide in your favor. Yixing is a highly functional mage with a lot of utility. He combines decent damage, crowd control, and engagement skills, making him a very strong hero if you can fully take advantage of his abilities. To get the most out of Yixing, it's important to play smart and think ahead. His passive skill becomes more powerful when enemies are grouped together, and it can trigger multiple times in dense team fights, so always try to fight in areas where the enemies are clustered. When his passive allows him to be immune to fatal damage, it's the perfect moment to either initiate a team fight or counterattack, especially if you're being chased by the enemy. Yixing's first skill is perfect for scouting, letting you check out areas from a distance and avoid ambushes. As you accumulate stone pieces, you unlock an active skill that boosts your movement speed, which can be used to support your team, retreat, chase down enemies, or even pull them in during fights. His second skill provides a movement speed boost as well when you pass through the formation, making it useful for chasing or escaping and giving support to your team. You can even use it after leaving the fountain to speed up your journey. His ultimate is where Yixing really shines. After using it to trap an enemy, you'll store a charge of your first skill. Since you can hold up to 2 charges, you can chain your first skill after using the ultimate, dealing massive damage with 3 quick first skill casts. If you use Yixing strategically and combine his skills effectively, he can be a game changer in team fights, locking down multiple enemies and dealing a ton of damage. His versatility makes him a powerful pick, especially when played with the right timing and positioning. Here's the build and arcana for Yixing. If you're looking for a safe and authorized place to purchase tokens for the upcoming skins and events, you should definitely check out Elite Dias. With Elite Dias, you can save up to 35% on every token purchase. For a secure and quick way to buy tokens, give Elite Dias a try. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. And that's all for the new hero, Yixing. So, what do you think of his skill set and character design? Do you think he'll be worthy of a ban in the global server? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.